Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Everyday Podcast channel. It's so great to have you with us again. I'm Tom.
And I'm Anna. We're so happy you're here to learn English with us today.
That's right. And if you're new to our podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We have new episodes for you every week, packed with useful English tips and daily conversations.
And don't forget to follow us for even more daily English lessons and short videos. We want to help you practice English every single day.
Absolutely. And today, we're talking about something very common, something many of us do a lot. It's about using social media.
Yes, and specifically, our topic today is stop wasting time on social media. It's a big topic, right, Tom? I think everyone can relate to this.
Oh, absolutely, Anna. I know I can. We all use social media, but sometimes maybe we use it a little too much. So today we'll share our stories and give you some ideas. Ready to dive in, Anna?
I'm ready, Tom. Let's talk about it.
So, Anna, let's be honest. How much time do you usually spend on social media every day? And what apps do you use the most?
Oh, Tom, that's a tough question. I think I used to spend a lot of time on social media, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day, especially on Facebook and Instagram. I liked seeing what my friends were doing, looking at pretty pictures. It felt nice at first.
I know that feeling. For me, it was usually Instagram and TikTok. I would wake up, grab my phone, and just start scrolling, maybe for 20 or 30 minutes, even before getting out of bed. And then during breaks at work or in the evening before sleeping, I'd do it again. Sometimes I felt like my brain was just full of information, but nothing useful.
Exactly. And did you ever feel tired from just looking at your phone for so long? Or maybe a bit empty? Like you spent a lot of time, but you didn't do anything?
Oh, totally. I remember one night I was scrolling on TikTok for what felt like 10 minutes. Then I looked at the clock and it was actually 1 hour later. I was like, wow, what did I just do? I didn't learn anything. I didn't talk to anyone important. I just watched short videos. And then I felt tired and upset with myself because I had other things to do. I needed to prepare for a meeting or even just read a book. But I just wasted that hour.
Yes, that's the feeling. For me, it was often Facebook. I just wanted to see what my friends were doing, maybe check some news. But then I'd see a funny video or an interesting article and click on it. Then another and another, and then boom, an hour, sometimes even longer, just passed by. I felt like I wasn't doing anything productive. I had laundry to do, or I wanted to practice my English listening, but I was just there, looking at a screen.
It's crazy how easily time can just disappear, isn't it? It's like you're in a trance. Was there a specific moment for you, Anna, when you realized, okay, this is too much. I need to change something?
Yes. I think it was when I looked at my screen time report on my phone. My phone tells me how many hours I use it every day. And one day I saw I used my phone for 5 hours. Most of that was social media. And I thought, 5 hours? That's almost half a workday. I could have done so many other things. I could have gone for a walk, or cooked a nice meal, or even just sat quietly and relaxed. It was a bit of a shock. What about you, Tom? Was there a moment like that for you?
Definitely the screen time report. My phone also shows me the numbers. And when I saw my own numbers, I thought, this is not good. This is not how I want to spend my life. I realized I had a lot of goals, like learning new skills or spending more time with my family or simply enjoying nature. But all that time was going into my phone, just looking at posts and videos. It made me feel a bit sad, actually.
I understand that feeling. It's like you know you have important things to do, but this little glowing box just pulls you in. It's so easy to get lost there.
It really is. So, we've talked about how we used to spend time. Now let's talk about why it's a problem.
what are some of the bad things that happen when we waste too much time on social media, Anna?
So, Tom, when you spent too much time on social media, what were some of the bad things that happened? Like, did it affect your work or your studies?
Oh, definitely, Anna. It made it really hard to focus. Imagine this. I'm sitting at my desk, ready to start a report for work. Or maybe I'm trying to study new English vocabulary words from our podcast. I'm thinking, okay, I need to focus for 30 minutes. But then my phone, it just buzzes. Or a little red number appears on an app icon. And I think, oh, just one quick look.
Yes, just one quick look. That's how it starts.
Exactly. Just one look becomes 5 minutes, looking at a funny video. Then that video leads to another and another, and 5 minutes becomes 20 minutes, or even more. My brain felt busy looking at all these things, but I wasn't doing anything important for my real work or my English study. I totally lost my concentration. And then when I went back to my work, it was hard to remember where I stopped. I had to start again. It really broke my focus.
I understand that completely. It's like your brain is always waiting for the next notification, always wanting something new. And it's not just about work or study, right? Sometimes it can affect how we feel, our mental health.
Yes, absolutely. For me, sometimes after looking at social media for a long time, I felt a bit sad or even anxious. You know, online, many people show only the best parts of their lives. Perfect photos, perfect occasions, perfect food, perfect bodies. And I would look at all that, and then I would look at my own life. I would compare myself to them. It made me feel like my life was not as good, or that I was not doing enough. Even though deep down, I knew it wasn't real life. It's just what people choose to show online. It's not the full story.
That's a big one for me too, Tom. Seeing all those perfect things can really make you feel bad about yourself or make you think your life should be different. And another thing is just the tiredness, the physical tiredness. My eyes would get tired, dry, and sometimes even hurt from looking at the bright screen for hours. And a big problem was my sleep. If I used my phone too much right before bed, scrolling and watching videos, my mind was still busy. It was hard for me to relax and fall asleep. I would lie in bed thinking about the last video I saw.
Yes, the sleep problem is so real. I often felt tired and sleepy the next morning because I stayed up late scrolling. And then because I was tired, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to exercise or cook a healthy meal or even talk to people face to face. I just wanted to sit on the couch and scroll more. It was a bad cycle. More social media, more tired, less energy for real life activities, and then you feel guilty, and that makes you want to scroll more. It's hard to break.
It really takes away time and energy from other important things. Think about it, Tom. If you spend 2 or 3 hours on social media every day, what else could you do with that time? You could go for a walk outside, get some fresh air and exercise. Or you could read a real book, a good story, or even just sit quietly and relax without any screen. Just enjoy the silence.
And for us, learning English, right? Those 2 or 3 hours a day? Imagine what you could do with that time for your English. You could listen to more of our English Everyday podcast episodes, or watch an English movie with English subtitles. You could practice speaking with a language partner, or even just repeat some sentences aloud. Every single minute counts when you're trying to learn something new and important like a language. It's not just wasting time, Anna. It's losing opportunities to do something really good for yourself, for your future.
That's so true, Tom. It's a missed chance. So we both realized it was a big problem. We saw how it affected our focus, our feelings, our sleep, and even our English learning journey. Now let's talk about what we did. How did we actually stop wasting so much time? What strategies did you use, Tom, to break this habit?
Okay, Anna. So we both knew we had a problem, but knowing is one thing, changing is another, right? It's like knowing you should eat healthy, but actually eating healthy every day is hard. So what was the first thing you did, the first step you took to stop wasting time on social media?
That's so true, Tom. It's about taking action. For me, the very first thing was to set some time limits. My phone has a special setting where I can tell it, Anna, you can only use Instagram for 30 minutes today. After 30 minutes, the app just stops working. It shows a message, time is up. At first, it felt a bit strange, like the phone was saying no to me or like a parent telling a child to stop playing. But honestly, it really helped me. It made me conscious of how much time I was spending. If your phone doesn't have that setting, you can use a simple kitchen timer or even the timer on your phone. Just set it for 15 or 20 minutes. When the timer rings, you know it's time to stop and do something else. It's a clear signal.
Yes, I did something similar. I actually downloaded a special app that blocks social media after a certain time each day. It's like having a little teacher on my phone always reminding me, okay, Tom, enough for today. It really helps me stay on track. Another huge step for me, and I think this is super important, was to turn off notifications. Before, every time someone liked my photo or commented on my post or a friend posted something new, my phone would buzz or ding loudly, and I would immediately grab it and check it. Even if I was in the middle of writing an important email for work or trying to understand a new grammar point in English, my focus was broken instantly.
Oh, the notifications. They are so powerful. They pull you in, right? It's like they're designed to make you pick up your phone.
Exactly. They are little tricks. So I went into my phone settings and very carefully turned off almost all notifications from my social media apps. Now my phone doesn't make any sound or show any red numbers for those apps. It's silent. I only check them when I decide to, when I have free time and I want to see what's new, not when the phone tells me to. This way, I feel like I have more control now. I'm the boss of my phone, not the other way around. It's amazing how much more peaceful my day feels without those constant pings and buzzes.
That's a very smart move, Tom. I did that too, and it made such a difference. No more constant distractions pulling you away from what you're doing. And sometimes even turning off the Wi-Fi or mobile data for a short time can help, especially if you really need to focus on a task that needs all your attention, like writing an essay or preparing for an exam. It creates a quiet time for your brain.
Good point, Anna. What about some apps that you just don't need, or apps that are too tempting? Did you ever just delete some apps from your phone completely?
Oh, absolutely. This might sound a bit extreme to some people, but for certain apps that I knew I spent far too much time on, I just deleted them. If the app is not on my phone, I can't open it, right? For example, TikTok for me. I really enjoyed the short videos. They were so entertaining, but I found myself just scrolling endlessly for an hour, 2 hours, without thinking. So I deleted it. Now, if I really want to see something on TikTok, I have to use my computer, which is a bit more difficult. This extra step, this little bit of effort, helps me stop and think, do I really need to watch this now? Is it truly important? Most of the time, the answer is no. It creates a small barrier, and that barrier helps me. Less temptation, more freedom.
That's a brilliant idea, Anna. Less temptation and more freedom. And then once you have that extra time back, because you're not scrolling on your phone all the time, what did you do with it? For me, the most important thing was to find alternative activities. I tried to replace the habit of scrolling with something productive or enjoyable. Instead of picking up my phone and scrolling social media, I now pick up a book, a real paper book, or I listen to a new music album. Sometimes I just go outside and take a walk around my neighborhood, enjoying the fresh air and looking at the trees. It feels so much better for my mind and my body.
Yes, you replace a less helpful habit with a good one. It's about finding better ways to spend your time. And for us, learning English is a fantastic alternative, right? When you find yourself reaching for your phone to open a social media app, stop for a second, take a deep breath, and think, what if I use these 5 or 10 minutes to learn English instead? You can listen to more of our English Everyday podcast episodes, or watch a short English video on YouTube, or review some English flashcards you made. Even just 5 minutes of focused English practice is much, much better than 5 minutes of endless, mindless scrolling. It's time invested, not time wasted.
Definitely. Or you can practice speaking English with a friend, or even just say some new English sentences out loud to yourself. Read an English news article. Every minute you choose to spend on English is a minute well spent. It's building something for your future. It's not wasted. It's an investment.
And finally, if you must use social media, because sometimes it's necessary for work or to connect with family, try to use it with a clear purpose. Don't just open it and start scrolling aimlessly. Maybe you can use it to connect with family members who live far away, making a video call. Or you can join an English learning group online to find new friends to practice your English with. Use it as a useful tool, not as a time waster that controls you. Be intentional with your time. Think, why am I opening this app right now? What do I want to do?
That's a great tip, Anna. Don't let social media use you, you use social media. So we've talked about what we did to change our habits. We set limits, turned off notifications, deleted apps, found other activities to replace the scrolling, and learned to use social media with a clear purpose. It wasn't easy at the beginning. It took some effort and discipline, but it really helped us gain back our time and feel better. It improved our lives.
So, Tom, we've talked a lot about our experiences and the strategies we used. It's clear that making these changes brought a lot of positive things into our lives. Now, let's talk about the benefits. How do you feel now that you spend less time on social media? What are the good things that came from it for you?
Oh, Anna, the benefits are truly huge. It's like a weight has been lifted. First, and this is the most obvious one, I feel like I have so much more time. I used to think I was always too busy, always rushing, but now I see I just wasted a lot of precious time looking at a screen. Now I have more time to read books, real books, to exercise, to cook healthy meals, and most importantly, more time to spend with my family and friends. We can talk face to face, truly listen to each other, laugh, and make real memories, not just look at photos online.
Exactly. You feel more present in your own life, more connected to the real world around you. For me, another big benefit is that I feel much less stressed and less anxious. Before, when I saw all those perfect lives online, sometimes I felt bad about myself. But now I don't compare my life to others anymore, and I don't feel that constant pressure to always be online, to post something, or to check what others are doing. My mind feels calmer. And physically, my eyes feel better. They don't hurt as much. And I sleep much, much better now. And because I sleep well, I have more energy the next day. I wake up feeling fresh and ready for the day.
Me too. The improved sleep is a real game changer for everything else in my life. And also for our English learning journey, it's made a huge, huge difference. That time I got back, the hours I saved from scrolling, I now use them to actively practice my English every single day. I listen to English podcasts like this one, I watch English news, I read simple English articles, and I even try to think in English more often during my daily activities. It feels like I'm really making fast progress now. My English is getting better every week.
Absolutely. Every single minute you save from endless scrolling is a minute you can use to improve your English. Think about it. 15 minutes less on social media means 15 minutes more for listening to an English conversation, or learning 5 new English words, or repeating some useful phrases. It's an investment in yourself, in your skills, and in your future opportunities. It's not just about stopping a bad habit, it's about starting a good one. So for all our wonderful listeners out there, we know it's not easy to change a habit that's so strong. Social media is designed to keep you online for as long as possible, but we want to encourage you to start small. Don't try to change everything at once.
Yes, that's the key. Take baby steps. Just try one thing first. Maybe for just one day, try to turn off all your social media notifications. See what happens. Or if you use a specific app a lot, try setting a timer for just 15 minutes a day for that one app. See how it feels after a few days. Maybe for the first few days, it feels a bit strange, like you're missing something important. You might feel a little bored. But then, slowly, you'll start to feel more free, more focused, and you'll suddenly find more time and energy for things that truly matter to you, things that bring you real joy and growth.
Exactly. And remember, it's not about being perfect from day one, it's about being better than yesterday. Every small step, every little victory counts. If you try for a few days and then accidentally fall back into old habits, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Just recognize it and then start again. The goal is not perfection, but progress. The goal is to be more intentional with your time, to choose how you spend it instead of letting it just disappear. Your time is valuable.
What about you, our dear listeners? Do you spend too much time on social media? What are your biggest challenges when you try to reduce it? And what are your best tips or tricks that have helped you stop wasting time? We'd absolutely love to hear from you.
Yes, tell us your thoughts. Share your tips in the comments below on YouTube or send us a message on our social media pages, the ones we use for purpose, for connecting with you and sharing English tips, not for endless, mindless scrolling. We'd love to hear your personal experiences and ideas. Your stories can help and inspire others in our English Everyday community too.
So, to wrap up today's episode, remember, don't let your phone or social media take all your precious time. Use that time for something good, something that helps you grow, like learning English, reading, or spending time with loved ones.
That's right. Use your time wisely. It's your most valuable asset. Thank you so much for listening to English Everyday Podcast channel today. We hope you found this episode helpful and motivating.
We certainly hope so. And we'll be back soon with another episode to help you on your English journey.
See you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.